Hey, what do you say, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, today we've got the Apex 4 by HB Toys. Check this out. This is a really nice F-250 scale crawler. I don't think it's a licensed body because there's no Ford emblems on the front of the grill or on the hood or anything like that. But if you look at this thing is like a perfect replica of the Ford F-250, 78, 79. I think 79 had square headlights, 78 had round headlights unless you ordered the XLT package and then you got square headlights. But I could be mistaken, so if you know for sure, drop a comment, let me know. Anyway, we're going to take this out in the trail and see how it does, but we're going to go through it on the bench real quick, see how it looks. So like all of them, this came nicely packaged. The truck was zip tied into the box when I got it. The box is a little bit damaged, but the truck inside, everything was in good shape. No problems with it. All right, this is the manual. It has everything you need to know how to operate it. It has all the part numbers for ordering placement parts and everything, and it has all the specs for everything. Like I always say, even if you're a seasoned RCer, you should hold on to this here. This is good to have. It also comes with one lithium-ion battery and a charger. All right, so let's take a look at the truck. This is really nice. I mean, this is a hard body truck. This is really nice scale detail on this truck. Has all the trim on it, the lights, the door handles, everything molded in. It's got a nice deep bed, so that's actually functional for scale accessories. And the tailgate opens. It's got the light bar, it's got the attached mirrors, windshield wipers. This has got clear glass, and it's got a full interior. Tires and wheels, they've got foams in them. You can feel it. They're a little stiff. I don't think they're going to be great performers, but most times with a truck like this, you end up replacing tire wheels anyway. But they'll get you out of trouble. They'll get you going. I think they'll do okay for a trail truck. Let's take a look at the frame itself. It's steel ladder frame. Got the battery compartment in the back. It looks like it's just held in place with the rubber band, which it's effective. It works. Friction shocks, no oil on them. So these aren't differentials, they're lockers. Okay, so all four wheels always turn at the same speed. There's no slip on this here at all. The transmission gears are plastic. The diff gears are plastic. 4-link rear, 4-link front. No panhard bar on this because it's got the axle mounted servo. So what happens there is you don't get that side-to-side motion on the axle when you go up and down. With a panhard bar, it kind of pushes it off to the side a little bit. The back here is the little clasp. Lock it in place, unlock the body, and it just hooks on the front on two slots. So anyway, let's get this out on the trail and see how it does. It looks good on the trail. Suspension's a little bit stiff. Little save there. Had to power through it. Not ideal, but it worked. Yeah, see that? That front diff hangs up a little bit, but it's not a portal truck, so that's kind of expected. Just a straight axle, but not being a limited slip with just having lockers on this is definitely a help, especially in this kind of terrain. This where I'm crawling here, I usually take the 124, so I don't think this truck is going to do well here. It's probably too big, but let's try it. Yeah, it can barely fit through that tree, but we're getting there. Not terrible. It's got some speed, so if you want to trail with this, I think it'll do fine. And like any of these low price trucks. And by the way, this comes in at $56 out the door. I mean, to my house, 56 bucks. You can't beat that. And we'll go through some of the options that come with this when we get back to the shop. So I just want to do a little bit of a run here so you guys can see what it looks like. We'll take it over to the steel bridge, put it on the seesaw. It actually I'm surprised how well this is doing. I really am. It's got a hard body. It's nowhere near as tippy as I thought it was going to be. It just looks good. So here's the thing. I know it's, an expensive truck with plastic gears and all that. I don't think that the motor has enough torque that you're going to do any real damage to these gears. Unless you really hang it up or you abuse it running forward to reverse, slamming it in and out or forward and reverse, you might have a problem. But I don't think these plastic gears are going to strip on you. They may wear over time, but these axles are serviceable. They're full ball bearing. I took the diff covers off, or the rear end covers off, and they are fully greased inside. So it's a little bit fast. That's about as slow as you can go. You have to bump it up onto this. Let's see. There we go. No, I know I won't be able to make this turn here. I don't think. I have a hard time doing it with the 124s. Let's see if it makes it up the wooden bridge. So a little crash and burn there on the steel bridge, or on the wooden bridge. Let's see. Hey, so that thing performed very well for a stock truck. And like I said, while I was out trailing with it, this is $56 delivered. You can't beat this. So here's the thing. You look at it, it's a plastic link truck, plastic gears. Everything in it is economy minded, right? It's just for somebody to get into the hobby on the cheap, or for a kid or something like this. But we all know that being big kids, that this is going to appeal to just about anyone who, especially if you like Fords, like I do. But like I said, I don't think the plastic links are an issue. The plastic gears, I mean, for what you do with it for a trail truck, I think it's fine. I mean, if you're going to try and do a comp crawler where you're going to get the tires hung up between rock splits and that kind of thing, and maybe you strip a gear or something like that. But I don't think for what its intended use is, it's going to be a problem. I think this is a great buy. Now, here's the thing. HB, they make upgraded axles for this. You can get portal axles for it. You can get steel gear axles. You can adapt just about any 16th or 18th scale steel gear transmission to this thing. It's just a ladder frame. I mean, you can put anything in it. So for me, it's a winner, but let's just go through the scoring real quick and see how it does. So as far as durability goes, this had no damage at all. Everything worked fine. We're going to give it a 5 for durability. Next category is the transmitter. Worked great. I didn't have any problems with it. I really like the idea that it has the drag brake right here on the controller rather than having to go in and program the ESC with a card. I mean, this is a great little option. I like that. This gets a 5. As far as the steering goes, it was fine. I didn't get it into a situation where I really had to power out with the servo to wiggle out of the situation, but it had plenty of torque and plenty of throw as far as what I needed. I went through that trunk of the tree where I go through with my 24 scale trucks that you've seen before. It did just as good as some of the 24s. It's a little bit longer, by about 4 inches, so it's going to struggle a little bit on that tight course, but it did fine. I didn't have a problem at all with the steering. Steering gets a 5. The overall handling, I only rolled it over once. And of course I chipped it over. It went off the side of the wooden bridge. But yeah, as far as handling goes, I liked it. And that gets a 5 too. There's nothing not to like. So suspension, this truck really would benefit from maybe a little bit longer travel shock and oil dampen. I think that would hit it out of the park with this, hands down. So we're going to give it a 4, even though it's not really the truck's fault. We knew it didn't have oil shocks when we bought it. So throttle response. Being brushed motor, you can't creep real slow with these. And I had a little bit of a struggle on that steel bridge. It creeps along like a mile an hour. It's hard to go much slower without being herky-jerky. So we're going to give the throttle response a 4. As far as brakes go, it has a drag brake control right on the transmitter. That is awesome. Love that. So we're giving brakes a 5. And then the electronics. I mean, it's got a steel gear servo. And I didn't have any problems with binding the truck. It goes fine. The brushless motor operated fine. It didn't cog at all. Yeah, is it top of the line? No, but it didn't give me any problems, so I can't fault it. So we're going to give that a 5 as well. So overall, this truck did really well. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Would you buy this to run it as is, or would you buy it to upgrade? If you thought this video was helpful and liked it, give her a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.